Welcome to a session on solar cell experiment. In this experiment, we are going to plot VI characteristics of the source. Students, let me introduce apparatus using in this experiment. This is called as source. What is the definition of solar cell? Which will convert solar energy into electrical energy. So in this lab, we are not directly having sunlight. So we are using this artificial source of light. See students, and this is on and off switch. You can, if you rotate this knob in clockwise direction, you can increase the brightness of the light. If you rotate it in anti-clockwise direction, you can decrease the brightness of the light. And finally, this is the switch off. So this is the source of light. And this is the solar panel. This is the solar panel. And entire setup is called as a solar cell. And it is solar cell positive terminal, the solar negative terminal. Students, this is the kit corresponding to this particular experiment to determine the VI characteristics of the solar cell. Here, it consists of individual operators like voltmeter, ammeter, load resistance, one by one. This is called as voltmeter. So, what is the voltmeter? It measures the voltage. So this is actually digital voltmeter. It will display the voltage in digits. So that's why it is called as digital voltmeter. And the voltmeter positive terminal, and this black knob is voltmeter negative terminal. This is called as range switch. Which means that if the voltage here is very small, we can place it in millivolts. If the voltage is high, that means in volts, we can place it in volts more. Next, this is called as ammeter. This is actually digital ammeter, which will display the current in digits. So this is the ammeter positive terminal, and this is the ammeter negative terminal. So this is the range switch. So if the current is very small, you can place it in microamperes. If the current is in milliamperes, you can place it in milliamperes mode. In this experiment, we will get the voltage in volts and the current in milliamperes. So that's why I kept both in milliamperes and volts. Now, students, this is resistance part. So, what is the use of resistance part? You can use it as a resistor. That means if you connect up both ends, it will act as a resistor. So you can able to produce a resistance up to 10 kilo ohms by using this resistance part. This is the use of this resistor. And this is the similar one. If you want to use the resistance up to 10 kilo ohm, you can use it. If you want to go for higher resistances, this is the same resistance part as like 10 kilo ohms part. So here in this experiment, I am going to use this 10 kilo ohms resistance part. This is overall switch on and switch off of the kit. Yes. Now, let me show the circuit diagram of this particular experiment. This is the circuit diagram corresponding to this experiment. So, this is a solar cell positive terminal, solar cell negative. And you can see this is voltmeter, this is the voltmeter positive terminal, and this is the voltmeter negative terminal. And this is the load resistance. And this is the milliammeter. milliammeter positive terminal, this is the milliammeter negative terminal. So this is the circuit, students. How to connect the circuit? Let me explain. First, take this circuit diagram, and to connect the circuit, we should have wires. These wires are called as patch cords or connecting wires. So first, let us start from cell positive terminal. So let us start from solar cell positive terminal. Where is the actual solar cell positive terminal? This is the solar cell positive terminal. So the connection from solar cell positive terminal, voltmeter positive terminal. So connect the other end of this wire to voltmeter positive terminal. So here you can see, students, cell positive to voltmeter positive, cell positive to voltmeter positive. I connected the wire. Here a line. Next, this part is completed. Next, move part. The negative terminal is connected to the positive terminal. Here, this is the voltmeter negative terminal, and this is connected to milliammeter positive terminal. This is the milliammeter positive. Next, milliammeter negative terminal is connected to cell negative terminal. So milliammeter negative terminal is connected to cell negative terminal. Where is the cell negative terminal? Here it is. Cell negative terminal. This is the solar cell negative terminal. So students, is the circuit is completed? No. So here load resistance left over. So we have to connect load resistance in parallel with the voltmeter. For that purpose, I am taking a connecting wire. So and I am taking another connecting wire. So it acts as a two ends. These two ends acts as a load resistance because it is connected to resistance part. So one end of the load resistance is connected to voltmeter positive terminal. Another one is connected to voltmeter negative terminal. So let me give. So one end is connected to voltmeter positive terminal. Load resistance, one end is connected to voltmeter positive terminal. Another end of the load resistance is connected to voltmeter negative terminal. So the entire circuit is completed. This is the circuit diagram. This is the actual circuit, students. In this way, you have to connect the circuit. Yes, students, how to start the experiments? In order to start the experiment, first you need to switch the circuit. After that, you have to ensure the resistance is at a minimum position or not. If it is at a minimum position, then you have to do one more thing. So voltmeter reading has to show zero value. How to get zero value? Yes. Now you see here. Adjust the distance between this solar cell and this source of light in such a way that you are getting 0 volts voltmeter reading. So I am increasing the distance. Correspondingly, you see the voltage value decreases. So at a particular distance, it will become 0. Yes, students, here it is. Yes. Here, I adjusted the distance between source and solar panel in such a way that the voltmeter reading is 0. Students, how to take the readings? Yes, let me show. This is the tabular column for the noting down the readings. Simple. What we are going to plot in this experiment, our aim of the experiment is to plot the VA characteristics of the solar cell. So we have to note down voltage, we have to note down the current, and we have to plot the graph between voltage and current that will use the solar cell characteristics. Which characteristics exclusively? VA characteristics. So how to note down? Yes, the first reading is you have to take like this. When the voltage is zero, here the current in the circuit is maximum. This current is called as short circuit current. 14.2 milliamperes of current we are getting in the circuit when the resistance is minimum. This is the maximum current flowing in the circuit, and this current is called current because we offered minimum resistance to the circuit. Okay, so now note down here voltage 0 volts. At 0 volts, what is the current? 14.2 milliamperes. So no need to write milliamperes for every current value. So here I kept milliamperes, which means that all the current values in milliamperes. Now adjust the load resistance to get 0.5 volts. Here I am adjusting the load resistance in such a way that solar cell displaying 0.5 volts. Yes, it is 0.5. Exactly you have to get 0.50, right? So for 0.5 volts is the current, note down. So for 0.5 volts, what is the current? Same current, 15 milliamperes. Yes, you can see here. For 0.5 volts, what is the current? 14.2 milliamperes. Now adjust the resistance, which means you increase the resistance so that current decreases, correspondingly voltage increases in this circuit. Yes, I adjusted the load resistance in such a way that the voltage value in the circuit is 1.0 volts. The corresponding current is 14.2 milliamperes. So for 1.0 volts also, the current is 14.2 milliamperes. Next, adjust the load resistance in order to get 1.5 volts. So here I adjusted the load resistance to get 1.5 volts and corresponding current you note down. Okay. So for 1.5 volts also the current is the same. Students, you can observe what is the fact. Even though there is a variation in the voltage of the solar cell, it will constant current output. This fact you to understand, but forever, not forever. So after particular voltage, current also decreases. But in this region, if the solar cell operated in this region, for example, it will deliver constant output initially. Okay, right. So next task is maintain the load resistance in order to get to 2 volts. Yes. Increase the load resistance. It is 0 volts. At this particular situation, you observe the current start to decrease. It is 14.1 milliamperes. So note down 14.1 milliamperes. Next, apply 2.5 volts. So how to apply? By increasing the resistance. So now the voltage is 0.5 volts, the corresponding current is 12.1 milliamperes. 12.1 milliamp. Ampere. 3.0 volts by increasing the load resistance. So by adjusting the load resistance exclusively, you have to increase the resistance. So I am to get 3 volts in the voltmeter. So 3 volts is the voltage. Now at this voltage, what is the current? You see students, current drastically decreases. It reduces to 3.1 milliamperes. So 3.1 milliamperes. Actually, you have to next reading is 3.5 volts, but you are unable to get it. You observe. Even though you offered 10 resistance also, you are unable to get it. Note down the last reading, whatever it may be. So the final reading is 3.08 volts. So note down the last reading, 3.08 volts. At this particular voltage, what is the current? Note down. At this 3.08 volts, what is the current? 0.3 milliamperes. So note down the same. Yes, students, you can see, even though you are offered 10 kilo ohm resistance to the circuit, large amount of resistance to the circuit, the current does not fall zero. So how to get the current to zero? You apply more amount of resistance. How to apply more amount of resistance? Yes, beyond our range of the resistance part. So you have to apply more amount of resistance in order to get 0 milliamperes of current. So for that, you have to offer more amount of resistance. For that, I am simply opening the circuit, which means I am offering infinite amount of resistance to the circuit. Students, you see, if I connect these two, you are going to get the maximum current, which means this is a short circuited. Okay, now it is open circuited. So here infinite resistance is offered, and the current is what? Zero, and at this particular situation, the voltage is maximum. It is 3.09 volts. This voltage is called as open circuit voltage because I open the terminals to the resistance. I am offering large amount of resistance. Hence, the current is zero, and so this particular is called as a open circuit voltage. So the open circuit voltage is defined as the voltage, maximum voltage obtained at zero current. Okay, this is uh, open circuit voltage, not downwards. So VOC equal to 3.9. VOC is equal to 3.09 volts. ISC, short circuit current, is obvious value. What is 14.2? Students, repeat the same thing for intensity 2. So this is somewhat brighter intensity. Now reduce the intensity. So here I reduced the intensity. Okay, repeat the experiment. Okay, so now how to do it? Similarly, we have to perform. Initially, you have to ensure the load resistance at a minimum position. So rotate it in anti-clockwise direction so that it offers minimum amount of resistance. So students, the initial value of voltage you see 0. This is the starting where you have to note down the readings. So at 0 volts for the intensity, for intensity to 0 volts, what we are getting? milliamperes. 6.5 milliamperes of current we are getting. Now 0 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. Okay. Now for 0.5 volts. So how to get 0.5 volts? So increase the resistance. So I increase the resistance so that the voltage value I got it as 0.5. At this particular situation, the current is 6.5 milliamperes. So at 0.5 volts, the current is 6.5 milliamperes. So it is constant. Next, apply to increase the resistance. So I increases the resistance and I got 1 volt, and the corresponding current is 6.5 milliamperes. Right. Next, you have to apply 1.5 volts. How to apply 1.5 volts in this way? I apply 1.5 volts. The corresponding current is 6.4, same 6.5 milliamperes. 6.5 milliamperes. Now apply 2 volts. I am increasing the resistance so that the voltage value increases and the corresponding current also decreases. Hey students, now I applied volts, and what is the corresponding current? 6.1 milliamperes. 6 for 2 volts. What is the corresponding current? 6.1. For 2.5, for 2.5, what is the current we are getting? 4.6 milliamperes. You observe there is a decrement in the current. Up to 2 volts, so even though the voltage is fluctuating inside the solar cell, it is giving constant output of the current 6. But when it reaches to 2 volts, yes, there is a decrement in the current. Current is also decreasing with respect to voltage. Now apply 3 volts. Yes, students, this is the maximum resistance I can offer, but still I am unable to get 3 volts. So the last reading is 2.8 volts, not on that voltage. So the final value of voltage is 2.88 volts. At this particular situation, what is the current? 0.2 milliamperes. 0.2 milliamperes. So students, even though I offered 10 kilo ohm resistance to the circuit, the current is not zero. So how to get zero current? Offer more amount of resistance. How to offer more amount of resistance? Simply remove the resistance from the load resistor. So it offers infinite amount of resistance. Now voltage is maximum in the circuit. This voltage at which the current is zero is called as what? Open circuit voltage. It is 2.91 volts. So note down here VOC as 2.91 volts, and obviously ISC, short circuit current, is starting current 5 milliamperes. In this way, you have to note down the reading, student, and you have to multiply this voltage with current. So how to get power? You have to get the third column is there. This is power. So how to get power? Multiply voltage with current. For example, 0.5 volts into 14.2 milliamperes. multiplying, we are representing it in amperes. So 1 milliampere is equal to 10 power minus 3. So this is the power value. In this way, you calculate power and draw a graph between voltage and current. This is called as voltage current characteristics. Okay, students. Now let me explain. Yes, these are already taken reading, students. These are another set of readings which we already taken. So this is for intensity 1 and this is for intensity number 2. Now, how to draw the graph? In this way, you have to draw. Take voltage along x-axis, take current along the y-axis. Here, each 2 units is as 0.5 volts. Here you observe along x-axis, voltage axis. So here, this is another 2 units together is taken as 0.5 volts. Here 2 units together is taken as 0.5 volts. It becomes 1.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. So here you may have one question. So what is the rule to the interval? That depends upon your values. So here the voltage from 0 to approximately 2.5 volts. So that's why we have taken the range of voltages from 0 to 2.5. Similarly, take current along y-axis. So here the current, how we divided the scale, each unit along y-axis. From here to here, it is a single unit. So each unit is taken as 0.1 milliamperes. So here, what is the maximum current? It started with 0 and the maximum current is 6. So that's why. And also you consider the second one. Here, the minimum current is 0.2 and the maximum current is 0.7. So here we taken each unit on y-axis is 0.1 milliampere. So 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, so on in milliamperes. Then how to draw the graph? So simple. At 0 volts, what is the current node of? For example, at 0 volts here, what is the current? 0.6 milliamperes. So at 0 volts, 0.6 milliamperes. Put a dot here. Okay. Similarly, for second reading, 0.24 volts, what is the current? 0.5 milliamperes. So for 1.24, somewhere around here. Okay, 1.24 here. So here, note down the corresponding current. What it is? 0.5. So put another dot like this. For each and every voltage, note down the corresponding current and connect all of them. Connect all of them. So this is the VI characteristics of the solar cell. So this is for intensity number 1. And draw another graph. This is for intensity number 2. So students have 2 tables. This is a table number 2. For this table, you have to draw the graph on the same graph sheet. Okay. So at 0.01 volts, what is the current? 0.7. So at 0.01 volts, here you can see at 0.01 volts, what is the corresponding current? 0.7 milliamperes. For you have to note down the similar thing. So for 0.5 volts, what is the current? 0.6. So here for 0.5 volts, what is the corresponding current? 0.6. Okay, so in this way, you have to note all voltage versus current values on the graph and come you get what? A graph. So this is the EA characteristics of the solar cell. Yes, what you have to observe from this plot, EA characteristics